we're not blaming Dak for anything this year, in my opinion at least, Steve. I want to hear what you have to say, but he's been fantastic. He leads the NFL in passing yards right now. He's third in completion percentage. He's been great in the clutch. He's moving extremely well, very accurate, and playing up to the contract he was given, which was a huge contract. Still don't think it should have been $60 million. But you look at last night, no CeeDee Lamb, and he still drives the field and puts 40 points on a good Packers team. The Cowboys are fifth in points for this year at 28.5 per game. This is all coming off a season-ending injury, too. Like, Dak has every single reason to fall behind the eight ball and be an older quarterback and phase out of the league, but he looks great, and I think we forgot about how good Dak really is. The playoff struggles, I mean, they're there, but in the regular season, man, he's always pretty consistent. He's always put up some really good numbers. If it weren't for that defense, the Cowboys could be 4-0 with Dak, and I'm not blaming him, Steve. I just don't understand why people do it.
I think it's pretty easy now to say that Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback. I don't think how you can dispute otherwise unless you just hate Dak and the star in his helmet. If Dak was on the Colts, you'd be calling him a top 10 quarterback. If Dak was on, Philly, you'd be calling him a top 10 quarterback. I mean, this guy, is he a $60 million quarterback? No, but 45 and 50, yes. I mean, people forget healthy Dak leads top 10 offenses. Healthy Dak makes the playoffs. You can't dispute that. Does he win playoff games and go to the Super Bowl? No, but he's like that tier below where he's an elite quarterback, but he isn't special. Dak Prescott carved up an elite Packers defense without CeeDee Lamb at home on Sunday Night Football. Like you said, he's top in yards, near the top in completion percentage. He's been really clutch this season as well. JV, that throw to Tolbert in overtime when he was fading away. I mean, I don't want to say that's like Mahomes Allen, but wasn't that not Mahomes Allen? That was a special throw. I think Dak deserves his respect. Really, and I'm seeing guys like Stroud struggle, Geno Smith, as some people like to say was top 10 when he's not, struggle. You see some like top 10-ish quarterbacks kind of like have some weird performances. Dak's top 10, and you could make an argument he's like 6, 7, 8. Seriously.
I've seen a guy like Purdy floating in and out of the top 10 when the Niners have been good and bad, and I look at Dak, and it's just undeniable the talent there and the consistency. Like, when he's healthy. And last year, it might have been a little bit of a hiccup. They started off a little slow, gets injured. Yeah, I'm going to push that year away. And I'm looking at this season, how he's performed through 4 games with no defense, with CeeDee Lamb injured yesterday. It was amazing. Honestly, it was. Even his playmaking ability, like you mentioned, Steve, he's on the run, making things happen. I mean, week 1 against the Eagles, it was CeeDee Lamb that cost him that game. It wasn't Dak. He was putting it right on the money. And then against the Bears, too. I mean, if they had half a defense, I'm not blaming that on Dak. I can't believe they benched him that game, too. So, listen, the Cowboys, I don't think they're going anywhere this year as far as playoffs go. But Dak is really good. I think you can fall back on him. And I've always agreed on the fact that Dak should have been paid not solely for the talent he puts on the field, but for the amount of BS he deals with. I mean, he's got Jerry and his aviators just rambling on after games, and he's got to be at the forefront of the franchise and take all the shit from the media and answer all the questions with a smile on his face. Dak's a good guy to have up there. He's not some guy that's going to whine and complain. I like him as the face of the franchise. So if that's going to be $60 million, it is what it is. At least he's winning you some regular season games. At least he looks pretty good. You got problems elsewhere, I got to be honest with you. And one of those places, Steve, holy smokes, is that Cowboys defense.